Hi there everybody, this is Caitlin here and welcome back to another episode of Scribble Reviews, the video where I go ahead and I review all sorts of things in relation to, say, video games, in terms of special editions and everything like that, films, books, like things in my collection, Figmas and everything. We just have a grand old time reviewing stuff on this channel here. Now this week it's going to be another lovely little fan book or whatever. Well, not really fan books, more like an official guide. It's mainly been inspired by, I've been rummaging through my manga selection and whatnot, because I've got huge boxes like kind of stored away of like just manga or art books or whatever that I've collected over the years, and I've been going through the different memories and whatnot. You saw, I think as it was a week or two ago, I reviewed the Hetalia Artistella book or whatever, and that seemed to be a cool idea, so I thought I'd like dish out, or I'd fish out rather, another book for my collection. And again, it's Hetalia related, which is no surprise because I did have a huge Hetalia phase, and I am pretty still into Hetalia, not as heavy as I used to be, but still pretty big into it. This one is actually the official animation. I was going to say fan book there, but it's not a fan book. It's the official animation guide. Now this I remember vividly. I bought this, I believe it was the very first year of MTM Scotland, and I remember because I bought this and I was very tempted, because that was the year Vic Mignogna was intending, and I was very tempted to get him to sign this because he voices Grease from the show, but in the end I got him to just sign a print of something else. But I got this book. I vividly remember getting this. I was very excited to pick this up. I was torn between getting this and I believe it was a Madoka Magica art book, so I picked this one in the end. But this one is actually very nice. Again, it's different from the Artistella book because most of the stuff in the Artistella book contained official artwork from the official artist or whatever. This one is more to do with the anime itself, so it has a lot of shots from the anime and profile pictures and whatnot of characters. It is pretty much all entirely in Japanese. The other book didn't necessarily have a lot of text in it, which is fine because it was more of an art book, but this one has well, it has a lot of, like, a huge section of it which I'm guessing is interviews and everything like that. Sadly I can't read it because I don't read Japanese, so there's a huge section of this book which is like kind of devoted to different interviews, I believe, with the Japanese voice cast and everything, and like directors and everything on the show. So you'll see that this one in particular has more shots from the anime, more promotional art from the anime and everything like that, as opposed to just like from the manga or from the online comic or whatever, or special events that were going on. But yeah, it's still a pretty cute one, and this one obviously takes it from the first 4 series, I believe, of the anime. This one does not take it from the, I think it was the World series, which had the updated art style and everything, or the updated animation style. That was not from that one, but I still kind of like this one in particular. It is pretty nice, especially if like you got into it because of the anime first, as opposed to the webcomics and the web manga. So I'm going to move over, and like I did with the other book, I'm going to show you some more in-depth into the book from a different angle, which is easier for me to show you, because it's kind of awkward for me trying to show you into the selfie camera and whatnot, because it looks backwards in the camera for me when I hold it this way. So I'm going to record it with the other side of the camera, because I always record on my phone and whatnot, to show you guys exactly what is going on inside this book. Right guys, so here we are with the official animation guide, and as you can see straight away, it is well, it's kind of different and kind of not different from the Artistella book, in that this one it mainly reads from right to left, as opposed to the Artistella book, which could really be read both ways because it's more of a picture book than as opposed to like an official kind of guide or anything like that. But this one really starts at this side, so that's why I'll start at this side here. This is actually a little poster of the allies wearing each other's clothes. I've never actually torn the poster out. I've always kept it inside the book, which is why it is still in here. As you can see here, we've got an illustration gallery, and we've got a lovely little Italy and an artist mock-up here to show us what is going down. This is mainly obviously stuff from the anime itself, hence why it's got the same kind of colouring style and kind of art style from the anime, which is actually pretty nice. It's definitely a lot different from the original manga and everything, but you can still see the tones of it going out, and we've got like some of these classic pictures which you've probably seen on posters and whatnot, and promotional artwork and things. Like we've got the football, probably like familiar with the World Cup. We've got England and Zealand hanging out there, being all chill. We've got some pretty cool artwork here. We've got Japan and China. We've got this actually cute one here, which makes it look like they're all friends or whatever, but most of the time, the majority of at least the first season of Hetalia was like set during World War I and World War II, where they weren't all the best of friends, although some of the more recent episodes, whatever, were more mixed into present timeline, future timeline, and everything like that, where like it was like there's modern day, and then there was the past, and you had just the times were just all over the place. Like each episode, you could be like in somewhere completely different. So now we've got like mainly shots from the anime itself. Apologies if there's some kind of glare on the pages here, guys. I am filming this during the day and the lighting is a little bit off because I've not got my light on to try and save some power and everything like that. So this is mainly showing you shots forever from the anime itself. So kind of less official artwork and everything like that as opposed to the Hetalia book. But it's pretty cool if you are a fan of the show and you like remember all these scenes. I believe the majority of these are from season 1 and 2, if I remember correctly. I think that's where the majority of these screenshots are coming from. You've got the whole arc with them being trapped on the island. You've got Finland showing up being Santa Claus. You had the whole War of Independence thing with England and America there. You also had like the founding of America as well. You've got Germany hanging out with the ghost of Rome and everything. Liechtenstein going through her thing with her brother Switzerland. There's all sorts going on here. Russia trying to get away from its crazy sister Belarus. Zealand trying to become a proper country and everything. France being France as he is. You've got Japan trying to be like other countries. I think he was trying to be like America at one point and being like pretty loud and everything like that. So this is actually pretty cool reminiscence of going back on these old anime episodes and everything like that, which is pretty cool. Characters in the world. I think this is like showing all the profiles. Yeah, so this is like showing Italy and the majority of the outfits that he wore during the anime season. And this is Germany here. They even included some of his Gakuen one, which I don't remember if Gakuen was in the first season. It might be or it might not be, but it's actually pretty interesting to see that. And obviously you got, America had like so many different outfits during the anime or whatever, because probably he got covered the most. And then, oh, I feel bad for England here. He's got so many different outfits. A lot of them are kind of dorky a little bit. I mean, there's him with his little cast, and there's him in his little chibi child form when he was like, you know, trying to one-up France and everything, and then there's little kiddie France and everything. I say everything quite a lot in my videos, guys. I don't know if you noticed. Also, the light is glaring on these pages, so I apologise here if this isn't the best view for you guys. I'll try and be a little bit quicker, like going through all these pages and whatnot, but probably you've seen this if you are a fan of Hetalia and the anime. You've probably seen this book at some point or another. It is a pretty, it's not a really rare book, I think. I mean, it was pretty in high print, I think, if I remember correctly. And then this bit is more like interviews with the voice and the directing cast and everything. So it's all in Japanese, so I can't really tell you too much about what is going on here because I don't understand any of it. And then I think this is just a random book for more manga or whatever, or more fan books. It's all in Japanese though, so I don't actually know what it says. And we just got a bunch more interviews and everything, and then I think this is all the index and stuff, and basically this is actually I think a list of the merchandise and everything. So you've got books, you've got the drama CDs and the character CDs featuring all the artwork that we saw from Hetalia, the Japanese DVD covers and whatnot, you've got greeting cards, posters, calendars, I think we had trading cards at one point as well. And then showing off all this different stuff here, like daily necessaries, like clocks, kind of dishes and stuff. You've got miscellaneous, which is like, I think, plushies and keychains and all sorts of things. So they pretty went all out here, and then obviously they've got stationery up here and some keychains and more here. And then they have a cooking guide, which I think this is meant to be a cooking guide for a specific dish from each country, if I'm right. So like you've got spaghetti, you've got sausages for Germany, which is not as like living up to stereotypes and whatnot. You've got a burger from America. I think this is ramen, I believe, or some kind of dish from Japan. I'm not quite sure. Is this meant to be fish and chips? Yeah, this is fish and chips meant to be for Britain, which is not which is not like stereotypical at all. And then we've got like a bit more illustration gallery here, which is actually kind of cute. I'm not quite sure what half of these are meant to be from, but they are adorable. Obviously, them enjoying the island life and everything. And then I think this is China and Japan debating their different actual writing, like kanji and I don't know the word. It's not kana, is it? I can't remember. But then we've got some holiday shots here of them enjoying the sun. We've got some music playing and stuff, which is all pretty cute. We've got, I think this is Christmas. It might be Christmas, or I might be wrong. Or maybe this is New Year, actually. But it all looks very nice. It's very, very cute. And I think it's a really nice way to end the book, whatnot, just with a couple more shots and everything. And then theatre version, which I'm not quite sure what that is. I think this is just more stuff. Oh, and this is a random little leaflet to subscribe to the Mim magazine, because I actually think this was where I bought the book from, the Mim stand, whatever. I haven't actually read this magazine in a while, but yeah, here's a little leaflet, whatever, from when I forgot to take it out. But I hope you enjoyed looking over this little book, guys. Again, it is a bit more simple, not much really to talk about with it, because it is very different from the Archistella book in that it's more to do with the anime. It's mostly screenshots and promotional images and whatnot from the anime, so it's a little bit different, you know, not as much variation and stuff like that. But I hope you enjoyed looking at it, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this if you are a fan of Hetalia as well. Let me know down below if you actually have this official animation guide, or whether you've got some similar books and whatnot from it, or from the show. Leave a like and a comment down below, guys, and I will see you all later. This video was made possible thanks to patrons such as Alucard, Craig McCutcheon, and the Carnivalous Waltz.